Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just gonna jump right in. Today is June 12th and let's find the correct page. So today is June 12th and this week's paycheck was 1,408 with 10 cents. So my family did come over from out of town. We went to Chicago a couple days and that was expensive. It was fun, but it was expensive. And I went over budget by 158 with 58 cents. I'm just gonna write city on there. And also this month I started my fertility treatments again. So that was 127 that I was not expecting. Well, expecting, but not really planned or budgeted for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it from my paycheck. That way my balance is back at zero for owing any money. Let's do the math. So it's 1,408 minus 158, 58. Minus 127.11. Okay, and then I also need to subtract my fixed expenses, which is 841. So I'm gonna go ahead and subtract that, and it gives me a total of 281 with 31 cents to budget. I leave the cents in my bank account, so I'm just gonna do the 281. Let's go ahead and count these. Let's do this way, it's 100. $20, $40, $60, $80, $120, $120. 10, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40, 40, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For a total of 281. So I'm gonna go ahead and write my envelopes on here. First of all, I do want to let you guys know that I changed a couple of things. So I did keep some of the envelopes, but I created new envelopes because I want to budget a little bit differently. More like subcategories within the big category that I had going for like the months, like I had January, February, March, April, etc. But now I'm gonna break it down even more and I'll show you in a little bit. But I'm still keeping these, so I still have miscellaneous, vacation, car, Christmas, groceries, gas. Oh, I already did that one. This is where I start breaking it down a little bit. So I did add an envelope for fertility treatments and then later on for my future baby. But I'm just gonna call it baby. Karol G. This is where I broke down my monthly envelopes. So I broke them down into gifts, coffee, clothes, entertainment, home stuff, eating out, and personal or beauty. I kind of just want to know, I did kind of like a June recap of how the last 6 months went, and I want to know how much I spend in each of these categories and have more like a hold. It is kind of embarrassing to post this out there, but I'm hoping it'll help me later on to have better control over my expenses. Personal, beauty, space back there. Eating out, home stuff, entertainment, clothes, coffee, gifts. This is going to be separate from Christmas, so this is going to be more like for birthday gifts or Father's Day gifts, since it's coming up. That was like the top of my mind, but like, you know, those kinds of gifts. And then for baby, I added a little index card in here because I want to keep track of how much I pay and how much I owe still, since I don't want to just keep digging for my savings for my fertility treatments. They do get expensive and I just want to stay on top of it. So let's write down. I don't remember. It was sometime this week that I paid the 127, but I'm just gonna label it as today. So it's 127 and I paid 127, so my balance is 0. All right, now let's get started. First, we're gonna start off with Karol G because I do want to keep putting the 150 in there. Where is it? Right here. So I'm gonna do 100, 20, 40, and 50. And that's 100, 200, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and 600. Okay, so next I want to do, okay, there are going to be certain ones that I'm not putting anything on, like I don't need anything for home, I don't need anything for clothes, I'm not going to put anything in coffee, I don't have any birthdays coming up in June or July, not till August, so I'm gonna skip that one too. Car, let's see how much I have in there. I have $17. So let's go ahead and make it an even 20. So car, where is it? 17. I'm going to add 3 and make it an even 20. And I'm just going to exchange these. 10, 5, singles, make it a 20 in here. Okay, so that one is done. Let's see. Oh, let me put down the envelopes. I'm not doing this one. I'm not doing personal or beauty. I don't really need anything. Eating out. I home stuff. Maybe no clothes, no coffee. And I already did that one. Okay. Let's do baby, because that's one of the more important ones. So I'm gonna do $40. I'm hoping that next paycheck I can put a little bit more towards it. But for now, I'm gonna do 40. And then I'm going to do gas. So I have the rest of the month covered, and I'm gonna start gas for next month. So I'm gonna do $13. I know it's such a random number. Oops. 13. So this is July. And then I pretty much do the same thing for groceries, so I'm gonna do also $13 for groceries, which is right here. And that's gonna be, I still have June's, so that's gonna be for July. And that's 13. Sorry if you can hear the people cutting the grass outside. I'm sitting in my sunroom because there's more lighting here. Okay, so let's do let's do Christmas and car. Start off with Christmas. I have a good amount, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. So I'm just gonna do $5 in here. So it's 180. I'm gonna add 5 for 185. And then I'll do vacation. I have 200. Okay. And I'm also going to be adding 5 in there for 205. Alright, next let's do entertainment and eating out. Let's do eating out. So eating out, I don't have anything, but I'm going to be adding $2. I don't think we're gonna be going anywhere this weekend. The only thing that I do have planned is for next weekend, but I might just add a little bit into my miscellaneous, and if I need to borrow, then I'll use from there. Miscellaneous is kind of like my buffer envelope. Like if I go over, at least I have a little cushion. Entertainment, I'm going to do $2 also. So these are done, and I'm just missing miscellaneous, and oh, I forgot to write savings on here. Let's see. So let's do 1025. Let's do 25 for miscellaneous. That's 25. Where's it? Right here. And the rest will go into my savings. So there is 20, 1, 2, 3, 23. All right. Now let's add everything up and make sure it equals 281. So it's 25, 5, 3, 5, 13, 13, 40, 150, 2, 2, and 23. 281. So it looks like everything adds up. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I see that we reached my goal for the month of May, which was to hit 70 subscribers. I genuinely appreciate all the subscribers that we have. And if you think I should add a different envelope into my system, then let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.